Hi, hello, it's me, Hemi. I'll just be ranting about Teamplay and stuff, so put on your seatbelt. Isn't it so annoying when in every server you join, 99.95% of the player base is doing gens or dancing in the corner? Sometimes mafiousing it, and these people you hate. You question why the hell they're being so useless and not helping the team in a teamwork game. So, in this video, you'll hopefully learn how to be a better teammate. Let's start. You know how everyone and their father likes playing Sentinels? I don't know if they heard this before, or if it's a new concept. Support characters exist, you know. More often than not, I join servers where I'm the only support. DOESN'T. And you know what these Sentinels do? Nothing! They don't do anything. The first step of being a good teammate is going out there and using your abilities to help the survivor being chased. Now, why is having so many Sentinels bad, you say? Let me introduce you to the very elderly concept of team comp, or team composition. It's literally how the team is composed, or what it's made out of. And just like a band, if there are too many Sentinels, or let's say percussion, it starts to get janky. But with a diverse mix of players, or instruments, everything starts to click together. You're able to put up a much better of a fight against the killer in rounds with a diverse team. The general rule of thumb, do not have more than 2 of one character in full servers. 2 Elliots, fine. 2 guests, fine. 2 times, also fine. Each double has their own pros and cons. Guest 1337 with M1 discipline, 2-time making the killer paranoid of every corner. The whole entire pizzeria... What the fuck? The whole entire pizzeria producing 2 individual healing pizza slices every 45 seconds, etc. But once you start to get 3 or above, stacking their supply harshly, and you could use a spot for a better character in the situation. Something I see in certain more chatty servers is people switching to a support character, which is one of the best things you can do to make a better team comp if you're a Sentinel main. Not only does it increase stun times because of Sentinel stacking, it also means that there is a support in the lobby, which means better team comp. Also, quick tip. Only play DOESN'T if you're going to main DOESN'T. It takes a while to actually learn DOESN'T, and he's kind of mid if a new player, or someone who hasn't played DOESN'T before plays him. Also, if the lobby has a good amount of supports, no need to switch. How the fuck does positioning out of all aspects in Forsaken have to do with teamplay? Hear me out, hear me out. As I said earlier, the first step in general of being a teammate is going out there and using your abilities. For the people who see the chase and run away, you are one of the worst Forsaken players. Help the team! But when you're trying to use your abilities, notice this. You're positioning yourself in a way you can use those abilities. I'll talk about this later, but positioning also has to do with understanding your character. But that's not now, that's a later thing. So, there are 2 types of positioning I'm going to talk about here. The teamplay positioning and the standby positioning. The teamplay positioning is when you're basically being chased with the survivor being chased or very nearby. You are ready to use your abilities. This is generally for Shadletsky, Jane, and Guest 1337, if they're competent. Though, beware that the killer can switch targets to you if you're positioning like this, so be conservative with your stamina. The standby positioning is when you're around the chase, usually on cooldown and ready to swoop in to help when you're off cooldown, or also for characters with long-range abilities. DOESN'T intense! The key takeaway for this positioning style is not to place yourself too close to the killer. Keep a good distance away, so it'd be bad for the killer to switch targets to you while you're on standby. Without a doubt, the most important part of being a good teammate is understanding your role and your character's playstyle. Understand the little things you can do. I'm going to use DOESN'T for this example because I main DOESN'T. Now, the average player who doesn't play DOESN'T all much only knows how to really shield when a Sentinel misses their stun, and they probably use their plasma beam only on the killer because it's so much better. Like, who would want to give a survivor a plasma beam? But the ones who main DOESN'T and know the little things that can come in good use. No. Shielding during stunts is great, and it is the main way of shielding, but they'll look at the situation and think, Do they need a shield? If they can get away scotch-free with a teammate's help, no shield necessary. Also, shielding when a survivor is bound to get hit by an M1 because of low stamina resistance is good, and if they're cornered too, or fall off the ledge. And I think most people don't know that you can use shield or plasma beam on a survivor with burning, and it'll mitigate the damage, usually from walk speed override. Plasma beam is generally better used on survivors, as they're the one making the path, not the killers. Though, if the survivor gets out of view when you don't think you can hit them, zapping the killer is also good. Also, people who play DOESN'T more often will try to position themselves for double zaps. Or try to get them, if they land. Okay, my bad for the rant, but it just shows the little things that people who understand their character will know. DOESN'T most definitely has the most little things to know. Continuing, understanding your character includes the little things, text, positioning, etc. as I said. And understanding your character, or main, is one thing. But good teammates will understand other kits and how they're used. Maybe not to an extent as the character's mains do, and this mainly comes from actually playing the game and experiencing other kits and maybe getting milestone 4 on the kits. The best and main example of this is Elliot. Okay, so the first thing you gotta do is not steal pizzas if it's not thrown for you. Okay, let's rewind. Slow down. There are general rules in Forsaken Teamplay that are sometimes just thrown out the window. But I want to talk about Elliot first. As I said, do not steal pizzas that weren't thrown for you. Just don't. You will make everybody mad. But there is an additional set of rules as the one who is supposed to get it, and one who is initially not. For the real recipient of the pizza, if the Elliot throws a pizza and the killer gets to it, call it scraps. That regen is not worth it for starting a chase close to the killer and without stamina. If you are going to, pray that there is a DOESN'T on the team who is competent. And also, if the pizza isn't thrown right at you, or is it somewhere else, loop or pathfind the best you can to get the pizza. The time frame is 25 seconds, as that's the pizza's lifespan. And if the killer hogs the pizza like a gluttonous beast, don't feel bad you didn't get the pizza. You tried your best and stalled the timer. Now, for the people who are not the initial recipient and are on medium health, if the survivor is guaranteed to not get the pizza because they either ignore it like a chud or die, it's okay to get it. If there is a lower health survivor around you, let them get it. Especially if they are a support. If the Elliot who threw the pizza starts walking in circles like a friendly Elliot at you, then it's okay to get the pizza. The Elliot gave up 2 on the original survivor getting the pizza. While we're on the Elliot rant, might as well give a bit of information about the other supports to help you play. For Build-A-Man and Top, the traps or buildings are meant to be used. If you see a tap trap or a sentry, use it. They're supposed to help you and not be there gathering cobwebs. They're there to shake the cobwebs. And for DOESN'T on how to play around him, do not feel like they need a gracious thank you hug after shooting you. They are slowed for a bit after the shield, so going towards them means spontaneous death. That applies to Build-A-Man too. Also, don't be in their way with Plasma Beam because the average guest 1337 steals them. And also, please, for the love of God, do not juke the Plasma Beam! I'm being more apparent here because I am the DOESN'T main. If you do any of those against me or any other DOESN'T, I need water. I will banish you into the bandwidth. Oh, God, I need Okay. I think I'm good. My voice is dying. And now for some general rules. Protect your supports. Man, I'm gonna make my money to, I swear, if these people don't protect their supports. Yeah, you like the reference. But jokes aside, this happens too much. I am the DOESN'T, and DOESN'T should be getting protection from teammates. Wanna know how often that happens? -2 out of 10. Most, 1 teammate helping. For example, in this clip, me and the shed were being chased for like 2 minutes, and the shed actually helped me. I helped him back. W teammate, by the way. But this stupid, incompetent guest 13 of a 7 does nothing, not even gens. I hate you. Guest, you didn't even do generator. So, in short, protect your supports. Also for items, give medkits to supports initially, top priority Elliot or DOESN'T. If there is a survivor with low HP and general, give them the medkit and protect them. Roxy Cola is more freeform. Give it to whoever. Also, survivors with self-heal like Shed, 2-Time, or Builderman, up to an extent, should not have a medkit, as it's better for other people. Veronica, a medkit is for humans, not clankers. Generators. They are the most teamwork hindering part of Forsaken. They are what separates competent from incompetent. If you are a survivalist, generators are your job. Once the generators are done, then you help the team. Oh, you're saying be a gen hog? No. You are a survivalist! Your team play capability is lower than others statistically, and generators are good to do. They're like one of the only things you can do, while the sentinels won't help. While the time subtracted might seem like a little, 60 seconds off the clock with all 5 generators done is great. That's specifically for you, guest 13 of a 7. If you're a sentinel or support off cooldown, get the fuck away from them. You should be helping the team instead of doing generators, though there is an exception, Builderman. If you're in one of the servers where everyone is around trying to distract and stun the killer, then it's okay to do a generator. Nobody's doing them anyway, so getting them done is a good thing for the team. Rule of thumb, make sure there is enough support for the survivor being chased, and if so, then generators are permitted. Also, if you're a support on cooldown, then it's okay to do generators. Just be sure to get back to the battlefield when done or off cooldown, or else I'll banish you to the Banland Square. This ties into the mentality part of my non-edited nor voiced survivor guide video as of making this video. But if somebody does something against you, like charging the killer towards you, bulldozing through a generator, you are doing, etc., that doesn't mean the person is exempted from your help. Yes, you might want them to die internally, and I get that, me too. But you're playing for the greater good of your team. Help them! That's also life too. Somebody might do something annoying to you, but it doesn't mean that you can't just stop being kind to them. One last thing before I free you of this horrendous rant. Don't get mad if a teammate attempts to help and misses. It's more the effort that counts. They're going to grow into a good teammate. Also, if you die after being chased for so long and the survivor team eventually wins, you've died for the greater good of the team. That happens to me too much. And that basically ends the Forsaken Teamplay rant. I think I went a little over the place. Slightly scattershot at the end, but whatever. If you paid at least 2% attention, you should understand how to be a good teammate in ways of how... Why did I write that in the script? You should understand how to be a good teammate. And also, the best way of being a good teammate is to go out there and help the team, and also use bad teammates as an example of what to do. Guess 13 of a 7. Alright, y'all have a great day. Hemi, out.